Wait, do you want it in 0.5 or?
It doesn't matter. Do you want me to scoot back a little?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Hello, my name is Gracie, and last year Newsom High School was placed under a 6-hour lockdown. 6 hours of fear and uncertainty, and honestly, I can't imagine going through that day without my phone. In 2023, Governor DeSantis signed House Bill 379, banning phones in Florida schools because they are considered distractions. But this isn't just a Florida issue, it's nationwide. This is a map of the states that are affected by the phone ban. Notice that we are in the red, meaning a complete ban. And even though this doesn't directly affect us as college students, we all know someone who is being affected, such as younger siblings, friends still in high school, or other family members. As someone who's been through a real-life lockdown, I want to take you through that day. My morning was normal. I was in first period ceramics. Around 9 a.m., we got the announcement that we were being placed in a lock-in without any explanation. A lock-in is when we are advised to continue going through class normally, but not allowed to leave the room. At 9:30, it escalated to a full lockdown. Lights were turned off, we were put into the corner, and the room was silent. We didn't know till afterwards, but the reason for this initial lockdown is because there was an unknown person in the room directly connected to ours. And without any news from the school, rumors began to form. Someone said the 7-Eleven across the street was being robbed. I immediately started to panic. My best friend worked at that 7-Eleven, and without any hesitation, I grabbed my phone and began calling him and texting him until I found out he was home safe. Our teachers had no information for us, and the parents didn't either. And throughout the day, I updated my family as best as I could, but the school wasn't telling us pretty much anything. Almost 2 hours into the day, we were finally updated that there was a threat coming from inside the school. And suddenly there were SWAT teams everywhere, helicopters circling the school, police cars lining the street, and there was even bomb disposal trucks. We waited for every classroom's, all the students' backpacks to be searched and for everyone to go through metal detectors. And after 6 long, terrifying hours, we were finally released. Crazy thing is, never found who was responsible. My phone was not a distraction that day. It was my only source of comfort. It's how I checked in on my friend, how I kept my family informed, and how I had any updates through the day. The phone ban is completely unsafe. The number of school shootings and threats continue to rise. This is a chart that shows the rise in school shootings the past 3 years, and here's connecting back to the states with the phone bans and the states that have school shootings. Notice how a lot of the states in red have had their fair share of school shootings. Taking away students' phones, especially locking them in pouches they can't open, such as yonder pouches, cuts off their ability to call 911, get updates, and let their family know that they're safe, or if they're not. Now, I'm not saying students need their phones out in class. I understand the concern about distractions, but safety and focus shouldn't be treated like opposing views. Schools can reduce distractions without sacrificing safety. So what should the schools do? There are safer alternatives. Instead of locking phones in pouches or in lockers, schools can create a system where phones are stored inside the classroom in a way to limit use but not access, such as phone hangers or buckets kept in every classroom. This keeps the distractions out of hand, but close by in case of emergency, because in crisis, that communication matters. No student should sit in the dark, terrified without a way to contact help or their loved ones, and no parent should be left refreshing social media pages for updates. And no school should prioritize focus over students' lives. The phone ban might have been well-intentioned, but they ignored the lived realities of students. So yes, phones can distract, but in the moment that matters most, they can also save lives, and that alone should be enough reason to rethink these bans. Thank you.